What's going on, guys? Master Tom here, 7th degree black belt, Shaolin Kempo karate, former amateur world kickboxing champion, and Action Martial Arts Hall of Fame member. Today we're going to be doing combination 17. Let's get into it. Come on. All right, guys, I got Sensei Rob here with me. And it's actually funny because when we do these videos, we actually do class beforehand, and then we're doing the videos. So we're all like, right before we do the videos, we're all making sure we're all looking good, hair's looking good. I think my hair's always looking good, though. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into combination 17, guys. It's the first combination for green belt. We're now at the green belt level, where traditionally, as I was always taught growing up the ranks, that once you get this green belt, you are now considered a martial artist, as opposed to someone who was just taking the martial arts or studying the martial arts. Now things, you're a little bit more serious. You've been studying for probably about a year or two by this point when you get into the green belt level. So things get a little bit more advanced. The green belt level is also technically the first of the 5 animals. So starting at green belt, green stripe, and the 3 browns, we start focusing on different animal techniques as well. So green belt is primarily a tiger belt, tiger animal belt at green belt. So anyway, let's get into combination 17. And combination 17, by the way, is very similar to combination 10. I know I get a lot of people that will always say like, oh, a lot of these combinations are similar and they're just, slight variations of each other. There are a lot of combinations that have different variations. Remember, we're using the punch-in technique as a way, an entryway to get into our techniques. There's only so many ways I can block Rob's arm to get into it. So there's only so many blocks we could use. So sometimes some of these might be similar to each other, but there are some takeaways and some differences between 17 and 10. So let's get into it. So punch comes in. Now, actually, right off the bat, there's 2 different ways I've learned this combination. I've learned it where Rob punches in, and I learned it where I'm blocking here with an outside block. So as I step out to the outside, I'm blocking here, and then I'm stepping in with the double tiger palm. Or I've also learned it where I'm doing an inside black tiger block, where I'm just letting this hand slide in and strike right here. So as the punch comes in, it's either step off to the side, block, and then strike, or black tiger, block on the inside, and strike. So you guys can play around with those. I'm not here to tell you which one's right, which one's wrong. I actually do practice both of them. If you practice it more with the inside black tiger block, that does change it and make it a little bit different than combination 10, right? Because combination 10 has that outside block here as we're coming in with this, ridge hand here. And then combination 17, if you just did this block, it's very similar. So if you could do it with that inside black tiger block, that changes things up and makes it a little bit different and stand out from combination 10. So now from here, what I'm going to do is same wrap as combination 10, palm strike to the ear, bring Rob's ear down to his shoulder, or at least I'm going to try to break his posture. And I bring this in here. As I bring his head down, I also start twisting. I'm going to step back with my left foot. As I step back with my left foot, I'm bringing Rob down. Again, we talked about this in previous videos, but as I take Rob down, we do the bungee jump or bungee cord technique where Rob's falling down. He's on the bungee cord. This is his arm. I never let his back touch the mat, so I don't want him to lay flat. I want Rob to be up here. So as he falls, bang, I get into a good horse stance. I have this arm extended here. Now, once I get to here and I throw Rob, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of reset my hips. So most likely, if I throw him pretty hard this way, my hips are going to be moving this way. I'm going to reset my hips. This knee might drive into his head a little bit. That's bonus. My first strike is to the upper ribs. But when my first strike comes in, I'm not striking straight down. I'm striking his upper ribs, and I'm coming in at an angle, coming in this way. Boom. Now the next punch, this hand comes out. I'm striking his floating rib, and it's coming in this way, this angle. So my first punch is up into the upper ribs. My second punch, bang, down into these lower ribs here. And then the last one is a poke to the throat. As I'm doing these punches, you can see my knees and my hips are turning. Those give me some points here. So if I turn here, when I do this punch, this is blocking this hip. Again, we're not going to be here forever, but in this moment in time is freeze frame. I got Rob's hip pinned to the mat. I got this arm here, shoulder locked out here. So again, right here, Rob's kind of frozen, skeletal freezing right here. Boom. Now I drive this hand into floating rib. As I do that, this knee is going to drive in here. Again, that's bonus. You don't have to you can go far down if you want, but really it's just going to be that knee kind of happens and then bringing that punch in, and then this hand pokes to the throat. So let's do it again. We'll do it from this side. So his punch comes in, I'm stepping in, black tiger block, palm to the face, palm to the groin. Wrap the arm. As I wrap the arm, this end is coming up. Here's a key point too. Watch this over here. When you guys do this palm strike, don't do this. It's not this. If I can, let this hand come up from under the field of his vision. So from here, bang. He doesn't even see that palm coming up. And now, boom, step back, bang, strike, strike, poke. And that's combination 17, so let's do it again. If you guys want more details on the wrap and the overhook of the arm and the takedown, link above the combination 10 so you can kind of get a little bit more into the details of that. Because the punch comes in, step in, boom, strike, wrap, bring them down, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you, Rob. And that, guys, is combination number 17.